This is the month of March, and during the month of March is Endometriosis Awareness Month. So I have been told by my doctors that based on all the symptoms I have endometriosis, and my mother has actually been diagnosed with endometriosis. She's actually had a camera inside of her that could see the endometrial growth. So 99% chance I have it. So I relate very much to everyone else who has endometriosis, and I just kind of wanted to talk a little bit about it because it can be very debilitating. And I don't think enough people really know much about it. I didn't even really know what it was until I was diagnosed or mentioned that I possibly have it. I just knew I had all the symptoms my whole life. So yeah, and it's actually more common than you think. About 1 in 10 women have it. So we'll talk about a little bit of the symptoms, what you can do about it to kind of help yourself. So basically what endometriosis is the endometrial lining that's supposed to be inside of your uterus and then leaves your body during a menstrual cycle. It actually grows on the outside of your uterus. So like little pieces of tissue can be on the outside of your uterus. It can be even on your bowels, it can be on your bladder, but basically it can cause, and it's scar tissue, so then it hurts. And then I think during your, your periods and everything, your hormones are turned on, and so then all those little tissue implants also activate and start to hurt. So it's just like really ratchet, and there's not really much studies to say what causes it or anything, but they do say that a lot of people who are, like, have someone in the family who has it, like a mother or something, it can be hereditary. Sometimes they say girls who get their period very early are more prone to getting it. I mean, I got my period at 11. Technically you can get your period at 11, but it's pretty early. Like a lot of my friends didn't get to like 14. So when I first got my period, I was 11 years old, and I remember being in school and I was in gym class, and then I came out to get changed out of my gym stuff, and I was like, did I pee myself? And when I checked, there was blood, and I didn't have any pain yet, but it was just like the first onset of my period, and I was so excited. I remember feeling, yeah, I'm a woman, badass. But little did I know how brutal it was actually going to be, and it wouldn't be like everybody else who gets their period, where you get maybe a little bit of discomfort but nothing major. I had no idea it was going to be awful, awful pain. So by the time I got home from school and everything, within 24 hours of me getting my period, the pain started. And let me tell you, my first period lasted 3 weeks long without stop, like 3 full weeks, with heavy bleeding and insane pain. And I would not say I have a low tolerance to pain. I can kind of like suck up pain pretty well, and this was awful. I remember holding onto my bed rails, just like screaming and crying out of pain, and my mom trying to massage my back and try to console me. I was so nauseous, and oh, the pain was awful. And then, like, of course she was trying to give me like an ibuprofen or a Tylenol because that can help the pain. But I couldn't swallow pills back there. I had a phobia of swallowing pills, so I took no painkillers. And I would say I didn't take any painkillers for the first 10 years of my period life. I don't think I started taking painkillers, honestly, 3 years ago, until I could finally swallow pills, and I'm 28 now. So I've handled it for a long time without any medicine. But yeah, I would miss school because of the pain. It was so bad. I remember when I was in gym, and I was 12 or 13, and I had really bad cramps that day, and I told my gym teacher if I could please just sit down because I can't run right now, like I'm about to faint from the pain. And she was like, literally, suck it up, we all get periods, just go and run. And then in my head I was just like I thought she was a bitch, right? But you know what, honestly, she probably didn't know much about endometriosis, and she probably had normal periods and probably didn't really have much pain, so she just thought I was overreacting. But let me tell you, I was not overreacting, girl. Throughout my years that I got older, I used to have a lot of pain in my abdomen random times during the month, not just on my period. And I used to go to the doctor. My mom would take me to the doctor because I thought I had appendicitis, because I would have like this sharp pain in my abdomen, and it was never appendicitis. There was nothing wrong. It was just sharp pains. And now, getting older and like learning about endometriosis and just knowing my body, those were probably signs of endometriosis that were just not taken, I don't know, seriously. Those were probably like ovary pain, or maybe it was like endometriosis tissue pain, but it was definitely something related to endometriosis. So looking back now, there were some symptoms there. But yeah, and then when I got older, jobs, at Starbucks or whatever, and I would get my period, it was so bad. I remember one time working at Starbucks and I would have such bad pain. I was trying to do the order and take the customer's order, and the lady looked at me and she stopped me. "Are you okay? Like, you're super pale right now." And I was like, "Oh yeah, everything's fine," because I have to just get my job done. I was not okay. I was so like in pain, so drained. The second I had a second to get away from my job, I would run to the washroom and I would lie on the bathroom floor at work and trying to relieve my pain, trying not to throw up. It was so bad, so bad. Just basically my whole life has been awful periods, and my periods last 7 days and they're very long, but they are consistent. I do get my period generally every month. But yeah, it was so freaking bad. And then I've been able to manage it a little bit more now, because when I take ibuprofen on the first day, and it really helps like reduce the inflammation. But still, like, I have bad period pain. Like, I got a lot of clotting in my on the blood and just like severe pain. Like, I can't even describe the pain. It feels like, sometimes it feels like I have like a huge piece of metal sheet stuck in my abdomen, if that even makes sense. And even moving hurts. It feels like burning, like fire inside, like stretching, tearing, dull aches, stabbing. It's just so uncomfortable. Not to mention I get pain down my legs, into my back. It can cause like diarrhea. Like, it can cause, because everything's contracting. It's like mini labor pain. And then another symptom that I tend to get with it is I get ovulation pain in the middle of my month. In the middle of your cycle, menstrual cycle, I'll get sharp pains in my abdomen, kind of like what I used to think I had when I was a kid. And then sometimes it also makes it seem like I have a UTI, because I'll get pain in my bladder wall will hurt when I have to pee. The pain, like the muscles around my abdomen hurt. Sometimes on the side where my kidneys are, sometimes it hurts. So, and I have no idea if that's related to it or not, but I can only assume, because I don't really have any other conditions. I do have IBS as well. But who knows if that's related to endometriosis. A lot of these, you know, diseases or conditions are really interrelated. Usually if you have one, you have the other. So like I said, I will put up a list of a lot of the common symptoms that people have with endometriosis, and also some of the I'll put the word, you know what I'm trying to say, you know, conditions that work together. And also I will say it's really sad, because not only are you in a lot of pain during your period and then sometimes throughout the month, it can also cause a lot of infertility for a lot of women, which is really sad, because you can get growth, endometrial tissue growing on, you know, your reproductive organs. So it's really sad. I really feel bad for women who have this. I will say these are my tips. Some of my tips and tricks is definitely spoil yourself. If you like your chocolate, eat your chocolate, and don't let anyone make you feel bad about it. Like, this is the 1 week during the month where you can just eat to make yourself feel better. So I eat chocolate, it just makes me feel better. Watch something that makes you really happy, like watch a movie, or, you know, just distract yourself, because one of the worst things is when you're in pain and you're just focusing on the pain. It makes it so much worse. So I definitely like watch a really funny movie, or just something that makes me happy, even YouTube, and it distracts me a little bit. Heating pad. I live with a heating pad. Like, I can't even leave to go to the grocery store during a really bad you know, flare up of my pain without my heating pad. I had to literally stick it in my pants, and there's no shame. Like, I'll just cover it with my jacket. It is like a lifesaver. And when I say it's a heating pad, I mean it's literally boiling hot. I don't know if that's good for me, but my skin will have rashes because of the pain. I mean, because of how hot the pad is, but I need it that hot, and I will leave it there all day and throughout the night. I go to sleep with it on my stomach. Hot showers, like I'll have a hot shower to the abdomen. That can help. Just drinking lots of water, because if you're not hydrated, things just don't flush out of you, you know, good enough. Ibuprofen, I really think a painkiller really does help, especially just at least for the first day. I wouldn't take it all the time because it's not good for you, ibuprofen, but maybe just to take the edge off. A massage, like have someone massage your body, like your back, can really help. For some people, they will take birth control pills. Sometimes that has been proven to help, but you know, talk to your doctor, see what you can do. But unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be a cure right now, just ways to manage it. And I also, for me personally, I don't know if it works for everybody, but ever since I cut out cow's milk and soy, my pain is like a little bit less. And I don't know if it's because there's a lot of hormones in like milk and stuff like that, but I just cut it out. So maybe you can try that. And it also helps reduce acne for me, and I think endometriosis tends to also cause acne because it's a hormone imbalance, right? But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy watching this video. I hope it brings some awareness to the condition. There are things you can do to minimize the discomfort, and I'm sure there's people who have it way worse than me. Like, I know there is. Like, there's different levels. Some people have it mild and some people have it severe. I'm probably somewhere in the middle. But anyways, I just wanted to talk about this, something a little different. Your health is the most important thing, so take care of yourself. And yeah,